Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from RNA Music.
Yeah, that's right.
What can I do for you?
Oh, Pat.
Pat.
I'm not talking to you, Pat.
You gotta put it on Do Not Disturb.
Somewhere back there. Somewhere
Somewhere.
that's going. All right.
From RNA Music.
From RNA Music, your favorite mom and pop guitar shop music lesson studio, deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we're at. And we're back in the original room. Oh, this is where our Ask Our Neighbor,
It all began.
it all started. We're here again to answer your questions. Let's get to it. That's right. Welcome back to episode 333, number 333 of Ask RNA, which I think is kind of crazy.
It is, a little bit.
But 333 episodes ago, we started right here. We're in my lesson room today to make things a little bit easier because we got to do this before the shop opens. Or actually, we're open.
We are open for
Crap.
an hour now.
When's our first lesson?
In an hour and a half.
Dang. Okay, so
Yes.
we got to be concise, so we can get all this tore down before the first lesson of the day.
Right.
We have a little guitar shop, music lesson studio. We teach music to all the people of small town East Texas.
Right.
And we sell stuff and things sometimes. And we answer questions, which is what we're going to do today. Episode 333, Ask RNA, hashtag concise. Let's get to it. First question,
Okay.
Ronan67 says, okay, couple of holiday questions for y'all. 1, favorite holiday cookie. 2, favorite holiday dessert. 3, favorite Xmas movie. And lastly, favorite holiday song. Traditional, like White Christmas, or funny, like Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. Hashtag Betty Davis, hashtag eggnog biscuits, hashtag eggnog dreams, hashtag Katie May. That's kind of 4 questions. And
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. That's great.
quick and concise, Angela. Favorite holiday cookie?
Favorite holiday cookie, sugar.
Favorite holiday dessert?
Favorite holiday dessert, pumpkin pie.
Ooh. Favorite Christmas movie? Move me.
Favorite Christmas movie is probably Muppets Christmas Carol.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I watch that all the time.
And favorite song?
Favorite Christmas song is either Winter Wonderland or it is the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. It's called The Christmas Song.
The Christmas song.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And yours, go. Favorite cookie.
Favorite holiday cookie?
Yeah, holiday cookie.
Probably sugar cookies.
Yes,
too.
I love making sugar
Yeah.
cookies and the icing and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I like the Walmart sugar cookie. They're like ridiculous. It's just like fat and flour. That's all it is. It's just a bunch of fat and flour and sugar.
All the good stuff.
So favorite holiday dessert?
Eggnog.
Oh.
Does that count?
Yeah,
Eggnog? Does
it's
that count?
it's
I mean, it's a
drink-
beverage.
Yeah, but it's very
Oh, man.
dense beverage. So
If you can get an eggnog shake, it's even better. Eggnog ice cream. All the eggnog.
favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
I knew you were
Does
gonna
that
say
count?
that. Yeah.
No,
I knew
not
you
as
were.
really because I don't really
You've
never
never
watched
Die Hard ever.
Could be
Actually,
Lord of the
did
Rings.
a Die Hard marathon like a month ago.
Lord of the Rings,
Okay, yeah,
because
we do that.
we
every
consider
year.
it a Christmas movie because it
do.
came out during Christmas. Or maybe I don't know. I like Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
funny. If I want to
that's great.
laugh, we watch the Grinch Jim Carrey version. So.
Yes, and favorite holiday song.
Oh man. What's the one with Eartha Kitt?
Santa Baby?
Like Earth, yeah.
It is Santa Baby.
Santa Baby.
Yeah.
Because when I worked in retail many years ago, and the Christmas season, they played the Christmas music over and over in the store. Same songs, like all day. That one always made me laugh.
Yeah.
Platinum mine. She wants
Yeah.
a platinum
I
mine.
was like, when I was little, I thought she said plot in a mind or something. I was like, what is a plot in your mind? I want some headspace. I
want some
me in your
platinum.
head.
Not a gold or silver
No, I
mine.
was like, no, it's platinum. Like, you know what rings are made out of? Platinum mine. I was like, oh. I didn't get that.
I
when was a
always
kid.
laugh. That one always like made me laugh. So,
Yeah.
we'll go with that. Either that one or like, "Oh Come Emmanuel."
I like when she says the deed. Just
Do
that
a
part.
platinum mine. Yeah, that one always cracked me up. Hers, not anybody else's.
Yes, and I like hippopotamus for Christmas. That's
I like a
probably one of my
hippopotamus
favorites.
for Christmas.
I just like the voice of the singer. It's so funny to me. It's so cute.
Oh, and there's a version of the Grinch's song by a band like Small Town Poets or Small Town something or another. Okay. It's like very rock and roll. Nice. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I like Church on the Move's version of the Grinch because it was like a rap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is it Small Town Poets?
Yeah.
Small Town Prophets? I don't know. I'll put a link in the description down below to that video, and I'm like, that one cracks me up. I love it. Those guys are rocking it.
Yeah.
Their best song ever is a cover song.
Yeah, you should do the link to the Church on the Move one. When we were at Church on the Move, like the Christmas after we left, that was the Christmas after we moved back to Texas. They did this version, and it'll be on the
it'll be a card or a link or something. So check those out. Those are great. Thank you for the question, Ronan67. Concise. Next question, Walking Dead 1369 # eggnog and biscuits. I was just curious, since YouTube turned off the visibility for us viewers to see dislikes, can you creators still see them? Also, do you think this is good or bad for creators? Ooh. Yeah, I knew they were kind of testing this. I noticed that like a week or two ago. I was like, when I'm watching other people's videos, I was like, oh man, I can't see the dislikes. I wonder if I can see ours. And of course I can. Yes, the answer is yes. Creators, like on my end of the screen, I can see if there's a dislike or not on certain videos. But yeah, is it good or bad?
I don't think it matters, honestly. Because like we said before, even if people dislike it, it still pushes the algorithm in a certain way where people are like, I wanted to go see this train wreck. Either way, we'll get views. Yeah. So it's not like
it never hurt anybody.
Ooh, hey, you got so many dislikes, you might want to shut it down. YouTube doesn't do that. They feed off of controversy, and so it doesn't hurt anybody. I mean, it might feel good for the person going, I dislike you, but really, it doesn't hurt anybody, and it definitely doesn't hurt our feelings. So. Maybe his a little bit, but
I don't know. It's kind of.
But I don't give a crap. So.
Yeah, I kind of think it's interesting though because there are definitely toxic fan bases. Like, if you say anything bad about a K-pop star, even if it's an honest critique, they'll come in like 17,000 dislikes and maybe 2,000 likes on a video. That was just because someone mobilized a fan base to go do something. And so, but I can see some people would say, well, if you're watching a video and maybe it does have 2,000 likes, but you can't see the 15,000 dislikes, you have to watch it to figure out like, oh, this is a terrible video about like how to change the motor on your washing machine. And you go look, it's like, oh, it's got some likes. You don't know that it has a bunch of, oh, this is a terrible video about how to change the motor on my washing machine. I could see maybe for something, but for like entertainment style videos,
it doesn't really.
I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I guess
but I think that's what YouTube is predominantly has are entertainment. It's not.
It's education or entertainment.
Yeah, but most people, I think for the most part, that's why when you go to instructional videos. It might have 100,000 views. It might have 500,000 views. Whereas entertainment, it might have like 1.7 billion views. So, but it's not gonna. I think that's why, because it's mostly because of that. It's not gonna. People aren't looking for education as much as they are looking for entertainment.
So,
and it doesn't hurt the entertainers if you dislike their video or not.
Yeah.
It might hurt their ego and they might back off in putting whatever out there, but it's really not. If they understand the algorithm, it really isn't going to hurt them. It might help them. And then it might egg them on to do worse things to get those dislikes because they like stirring the pot. So. Yeah.
I don't think it hurts anything by removing them. It might frustrate the people who are like vindictively disliking. Like, I was never the kind of person like if I saw a video I didn't like, I'm gonna dislike it and leave them a hateful comment. I just just move on.
Yeah.
So I think that's the majority of people, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think it matters that you can't see the dislikes on a video now? Does it bother you as a viewer that your thumbs down gets not noticed anymore?
Taken away.
No one gets to see.
The power gets taken away from the people.
The power is stripped. It's still there.
Because I think the point was, like, visually you got to see, I'm a part of that 1.5 thousand people who disliked it. Or I'm that one person who disliked it. they only got one dislike, but I'm that person.
I'm the one dislike.
You know,
on this
but
video.
that now you don't see it anymore. So even though you did dislike it, nobody else sees the power behind it.
Yeah.
You know, so that power gets kind of stripped away from all the trolls.
From the trolley Trollertons.
So,
which I kind of think that's funny. I kind of like that aspect of it. I personally get a kick out of if someone leaves a really long hate message, like paragraphs of "you're an a-hole and you don't know anything and you're blah 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 blah." Like they spent.
Let me share my copy paste from Wikipedia to show how smart I am.
They spent like a significant amount of energy leaving some negative energy. Like it took them a while to type it, and I just like to go, bloop, and it's gone. I deleted all of your time and energy you spent in half a second. I just deleted all of your energy of being an a-hole. I personally think that's great. I love that.
I love it too.
I love it too because they're like they were all wrapped up in emotional, leaving hate, and like they're gonna do something. I'm like I Thanos'd it out of existence. And if they want to do it again, they gotta because they didn't copy it the first time. They didn't. Half a second deleted. But that's reserved really for the trollers who are just super hateful. But
right.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know down below. I'd like to hear your perspective on the dislike being gone. All right, next question. Jeffrey Egan, is that a Danelectro behind you there? What do you think of them? Well, we're back in the original lesson room here, so I'm sure you're talking about the video from last week where we were in the showroom. If you would grab that guitar there, my beautiful, I was gonna say assistant, but partner is the real.
I'm no one's assistant.
No. You need an assistant. This, I'm sure you were talking about this. No, this is a Michael Kelly. I forget what the hybrid. It's called the hybrid, which it is a semi-hollow guitar with a piezo pickup under the bridge and a magnetic pickup. This is a little bit older model. The new ones that Michael Kelly has two humbuckers, or two magnetics and one piezo. Has a stereo jack where you can get a stereo Y cable out, and you can run the piezo pickup to an acoustic amp or a PA via this switch, and you can switch back and forth between piezo or magnetic, going to an electric guitar amp, or both at the same time. So no, it is not a Danelectro. It is a Michael Kelly. A friend of mine has it here. If you go back and watch my video a few months back where I got a Schecter semi-hollow, kind of the same thing. This was, he brought me this one to sell on consignment, and I was kind of testing it because I kind of needed one. He got the PRS, the new PRS version of this. And although this is nice, I kind of didn't like the single magnetic pickup. So that's why I went out and found me a Schecter, the two and all that. So it is a Michael Kelly. It actually is a great guitar. It's really cool. As far as Danelectros go, I haven't played too many. I feel like I've played one, and I can't remember which model it was. And I thought it was fine. They're great. No real complaints about Danelectros. Michael Kelly's are great. You guys and girls who may have had any of them will probably attest to Michael Kelly's. Pretty good stuff for the money, for sure. Thank you, Jeffrey Egan. Next question, Fat Philosopher with the ranking questions. Time to rank the late 80s hair metal bands on difficulty to play. Bon Jovi versus Guns N' Roses versus Poison versus Warrant. Hashtag eggnog, hashtag the power of the sun, hashtag don't waste your money on a Gibson. I put up a poll on our YouTube. Go through our YouTube feed. There should be a poll. I made one about Gibson yesterday, day before yesterday.
Right.
I didn't see your vote or comment, Flat Philosopher. Go check that out. I had a poll about Gibson and their how they're perceived in the guitar community. Go. I'd love to see you guys go participate in that. Let me know what you think. All right, rate them on difficulty to play. Okay. Well, only one of those do I not ever really listen to any of their music, which is Warrant. So,
that'd be hard to read.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna say Guns N' Roses first, because they had some. I mean, Slash had some. He had some solos that were getting it. on Appetite for Destruction. I mean, they were like, people think of him like a blues rock bass guy, and he is, but he was getting it on some of those solos, I would say. And the nuances of the rhythm, of a lot of the rhythm parts, you know, I'm going to put them at number 1. Bon Jovi, I'm going to go I'm going to go Warrant second, because I feel like, I can't remember the guitar player's name for Warrant. I can't remember his name.
Don't ask me.
But I feel like, I should Google it real fast, but I feel like he was pretty good. And the solo-y stuff. Although they're the band I'm sort of the least familiar with, I feel like, although I find them kind of cheesy, I feel like some of their guitar stuff is probably a little bit harder to play. From 87 to 94. Joey Allen.
Since 94 and now 2000 to 2004.
Joey Allen was in the band at that period. I don't recognize his name.
So Jamie St. James lead vocals.
Oh, okay. Joey Allen lead guitar.
Rhythm guitar Eric Turner.
Okay, now I'm going to revise that. I'm going to go Bon Jovi second, Poison third, and Warrant in last place, only because I don't really know any Warrant songs. Remember, I was in junior high at this point. And when that phase was happening, I was in junior high. So I was not a high schooler with well-developed, musical taste. I had just discovered.
High, I was in elementary school.
Yeah, I had just discovered. It was like 8th grade. So you were sixth grade. You were 6th grade. You're in junior high too. We were in junior high together. Same time.
89, 90.
Yeah. No, 80. Like I remember when Appetite for Destruction came out, and that like changed my world. And before that, I was like, I obviously knew who Bon Jovi was. Might have had one of their tapes. Poison, knew a bit of Poison because of that stuff. Warrant. Yeah. So, apologies to any Warrant fans. I'm putting them in last place simply because I'm not really I couldn't name you one of their songs right now.
Yeah.
But I do know Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, Poison. So in that, I'll rank those: Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi, Poison, Warrant last. But Warrant could theoretically swap places with any of those, except probably Guns N' Roses. That's what I think. Now, you guys who are 5 and 10 years older than me, share your thoughts on that. Tell me what you think about that. I'm sure Fat Philosopher has a very strong and well-informed opinion. Kurgel Kreutzer probably as well. I'm interested to see what Kurgel Kreutzer says about that. Yeah, he has quite a depth of knowledge.
Yep.
And that kind of stuff. And I appreciate when you guys leave those long comments that are well thought out. I will usually not snap those.
No. Those are good ones.
Because they're good and they're constructive.
You want to hear what people have to say.
And those add to the conversation.
Yeah, those
It's
are good.
only the
those
one who are like hateful people.
You can hear the narcissist behind the comment. Those are the ones that get.
They get Thanos. All right. And that brings us to the next part of the video. Comment of the day.
Woo, 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 woo. Comment of the day.
I'm going to play my guitar this time.
Okay.
This is the part of the video where we write a song on the spot from a comment from last week's video. I had a tough time choosing one this week.
Yeah.
Walking Dead always has many to choose from, but I feel like if I choose a Walking Dead comment every time, it feels a little nepotism, little favoritism going on. So this one really tickled me. There's a little bit of controversy on this one, but it tickled me and I liked it a lot. So I'm going to play something on the spot. I haven't even thought of it yet. We'll see what happens. And then I'm going to play some chords. Angel's going to sing a song, make up a melody on the spot, which I'm always impressed with. Even if you think it's the same melody every time. It's not the same. I think they're great. One of these days I'm going to clip them.
Okay.
We're going to do a back-to-back montage of all of our Comment of the Day's video.
It'll be like 30 minutes of song.
We should do that for the end of the year, the compilation video of 2021's Comment of the Days. But all right, here we go. Comment of the Day. Make sure I'm not overdriving.
Okay.
I gotta scooch back because the microphone.
Yeah, just put the sound hole up to the mic. Mr. LD, legend.
I know that's right. That was Chris Stapleton in my house.
Oh my goodness.
All right, the comment was, Mr. LD, quote, good riddance, Chris Stapleton, you're not coming over to my house, quote, legend. Yeah.
Yeah.
The controversy is that's actually something that I said at the end of the very end.
Yes.
Like, legit, after the secret hashtag of the day.
Good writings, not writtens. Sounds like good riddance.
Good riddance, Chris Stapleton. You're not coming over to my house.
Sorry, guy.
Right before the video stopped. So I know for a fact Mr. LD watched to the end credits.
Yeah.
Which makes you a super legend. And the fact that he quoted the thing that I said when I'm behind the camera, I'm not even in the screen anymore. I said it very quietly. It was,
yeah.
But he picked that up and he quoted it back.
That's funny.
And added to it by saying legend. So I'm like,
yeah.
It was kind of, the comment of the day was kind of my comment, but
right.
it was recommented back by a legendary viewer who watches all that. You never know. See, guys, if you don't watch this whole video to the very end, you don't know what you're missing. You might miss a nugget of something. So
yes, RNA hilarity.
Yeah.
Silliness.
Someone did comment though. I have to go back and look who said it. Might have been Jeffrey Egan. That he's like, oh, I hate to bring this up, but Chris Stapleton did a cover of Nothing Else Matters. I'm like, what you say to me? Oh man, I kind of want to go watch that now because I do like him. I like him. He's just not allowed in my house. But I would like to see him do.
I don't even know what that's referencing. What were we talking about? That you were like, who's not going to?
Oh, because you said like he has like a love-making voice.
That's right. I was like, what were we talking about? I've slept since then.
And you haven't edited the video and watched it as many times as I've seen it. Like, I get to see this entire thing like at least 2 or 3 more times. So it's all
hashtag Chris Stapleton.
No Chris Stapleton. So there you go.
That's funny.
All right, thank you, Mr. LD. Comment of the day. Super legend. All right, final question. Concise, grungy, goth, hashtag KTMA, hashtag RNA. Not too many people I know here are into hashtag eggnog, but the mulled wine seems popular. I don't drink either myself.
Yeah.
You're missing out, man. You got to get the nog. Customer is here.
Customers.
Well, there wasn't a customer. It was just somebody turning around in our parking lot.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. They pull in. And I'm like, what are we, a turnaround spot in Canton, Texas? Dadgum. All right. Grungy Goth was saying, we don't drink... Oh, he said, you described our food really well here. You know your stuff. We will watch a lot of BBC, right? Or I say we. Angela watches a lot of BBC.
My goodness.
We learned everything we need to know from Doctor Who, right?
And the
Downton Abbey.
British Bake Off, the Great British Bake Off, and quite a few shows. Yeah, Miranda. Love Miranda. Miranda Hart. She's such fun.
Such fun.
Yeah, so great. As I call,
as you
television
say,
show.
television show. It says we don't drink much root beer out here. You're missing out on that too, man. He says, new question. What's your favorite musicians from the UK that are still performing live music? As I sip on my Diet A&W root beer. Favorite musicians from the UK that are still performing live music?
I would say...
What's her face?
Adele. I'm trying to think musician though. I mean, she is a musician. It was so funny because on her album, not 19 but 21, it might have been 25. She was playing the drums on all her tracks. That's her.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever they did the carpool karaoke with James, what's his name, who was also on an episode of Doctor Who. Did
he die?
No.
Okay.
He almost did though. He almost got Cybermanned. But he was like, yeah, that's a really great groove. She goes, that was me. And he was like, what? Shut up. She goes, yeah, that's me on the drums. So I was like, what? But she plays the piano because she writes almost all of her music. I know now it's probably collaborated
Sure.
quite a bit, but because it's hard to pump out an album worth of songs, and that's why she does them so far apart. But yeah, so she is a musician technically because she plays a lot of the instruments. It records tracks for the instruments.
And you do like her.
And I do. I love Adele.
You're a big fan.
I'm like huge fan of Adele. I don't know any really. Seeing Eric Clapton.
Yeah, he's still playing. Although, oh man,
I mean,
controversy
he's
right
not,
now.
So he's not playing much live now because of all the mandates.
He is a little bit, but people hate him now.
Yeah,
because he's sort of
he's
anti-vaccine.
Yeah,
and
he's
stuff.
not. He is pro freedom of choice and people, and he's not going to play where people are forced to do one thing or another. He wants people to have the freedom. Yeah, go get this. Don't do this. Whatever. My music is for everybody, not for a specific group of people. And him being in his 70s now, the video that we watched, it was so wonderful because he's like, he lived through segregation and he lived through the civil rights movement. And he was like, I'm not going back there. Basically, the gist of what he was saying is like, I lived through that, the ugliness of that, and he goes, and I'm not gonna be a part of bringing it back. Basically,
yeah, it's pretty contentious though. I
love it.
You're not a big Clapton fan though. You don't really
was a huge Clapton fan until a guy I dated right before you, and he ruined Clapton for me, unfortunately. And I haven't healed from that part of my life, so I love Eric Clapton. I really, honestly love Eric Clapton. I've always loved Eric Clapton. But yeah, and now more so because he is he's standing up for his own beliefs, and I love that. So
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
he is playing though. He's playing somewhere.
But who would you say?
That's tough.
I know. I don't know.
So I'm thinking.
Brits.
I'm trying to think of some of my favorite bands. I mean, Ozzy just had a birthday, and I hadn't seen pictures of him recently. I was like, oh man, he's looking old. He is dyeing his hair.
Oh,
absolutely. Of course
he is. So is Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I was gonna say Tony Iommi, but I don't know that Tony's actually playing anywhere right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Black Sabbath is doing any like gigs at the moment. I'm trying to think of any more modern British musicians. I mean, we're talking about Sting is kind of old, and Clapton's old, Sabbath old, Led Zeppelin, love me some Led Zeppelin, old. Robert Plant still doing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't listen to any of his solo stuff. I don't think I've ever listened to any of Robert Plant's solo material, which I kind of want to go. I kind of want to go explore now. So, oh man, who? Unless there's like
hard when it comes to musicians.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of bands. I'm like, do I like any bands that are actually
like that we like? That
right,
we still
and even that maybe aren't
favorite.
Real like popular like national scale like
right.
Black Adele is freaking all over the universe. Everybody knows about Adele.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But
she just did like a live performance, like a welcome back, which was crazy because nobody was wearing masks in the audience. But it was like a British thing. Like it was.
Where was it?
It was in London or something.
In
like
London.
That. Yeah, it was crazy.
In London.
But like Samuel Jackson was in the audience, and like Hermione, whatever her name is, Emma Thompson was there on the front row, like dancing to the it was like a lot of stars. It was.
But no masks.
But nobody was wearing masks that I saw.
Interesting.
Like Adele's mom was in the audience. It was so sweet, and they did like a "This Is Your Life" thing where they had Adele's third grade teacher, who like got her into writing, and so the reason why she writes her own music is because of this third grade teacher.
Wow!
And they had her, and they were like, "She's in the audience," and she was like, "What?" And this black lady stood up, and she walked to the front, and Adele just breaks and starts crying, and she's hugging her. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Mom, look!" It was so precious.
Is this on YouTube?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, to watch that.
It was awesome, but yeah.
I like Adele.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll agree with you on Adele.
I just love like her voice is just so smooth, and when she talks, she has like this real strong like Cockney accent.
Yeah.
Like Eliza Doolittle, she
Yeah.
like has this, just like she has this great accent. I love it.
That you don't necessarily pick up on.
No,
because
you just sit here and listen to her, and then she's like, "Do you want to go with me?" And like she's just like real strong. It cracks me up every time she starts talking because it does
But her
not sound
vocals
like
are so bluesy and
like
raw.
white girl, Southern mama.
Yeah, she's from
woman.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Or something. She's from Georgia.
yeah. She sounds like she has that
She sings.
good Aretha Franklin sound. Like she was raised in that era, but she doesn't.
She doesn't talk that way.
She doesn't talk that way.
Man, I'll go with that because I'm immediately thinking like rock and metal and players like that. But I'm like, none of them are really. Opeth is not from England.
Yeah, no, they're
they're Sweden. Swedish. If you just said Swedish bands, I would have said
that's
Opeth.
not a part of the UK.
It is not part of the United Kingdom. Oh crap!
Or is it? Is it? No. It's not.
U2 super huge, but like I am not a
U2 fan.
I'm not a big.
Never have been.
Not a big fan of.
And now I
Edge.
really don't like Bono.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
The glasses.
No, it's because like all the stuff that came out, like he was this huge humanitarian, but he really isn't.
What?
I know. Like all this crap is coming out about him. I know.
Do you guys know about that over there? Did you know that, Chris? There's Bono controversy?
Yeah, there is.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
You know who people do like? Tony Iommi. People like Tony Iommi. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
For the godfather of heavy metal, he walks in like, oh, I saw him at the what do they call it when they go to the gas station? The shop.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's like Keanu Reeves. He like rides the subway. And...
Rihanna Keeves. Oh, look at this magnificent specimen.
Does Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
He rides public transportation and just
In
goes
Australia,
into, yeah.
people are like, it's Hugh. I don't know. I'll have to go with Adele. I'm trying to think of rockers, but I'm like, who are my favorite British rockers who are actually making music currently?
And
Still performing. I'm at a loss. Surely I've missed someone. If we missed someone, let me know down below. Thank you for the question. Grungy goth. Possibly Grungy goth might be my favorite UK musician who's currently making music. It's you, dude. You and Adele. That's it. That's all we got. More than Sting. More than the Claptonator.
Yes.
You know.
If you would ask me 10 years ago or 20 years ago, it would have been Sting all day long because I wore out some CDs. Desert Rose was my favorite song.
That was good. I also like that one. I have that CD. He was in Dune as well. Whatever. All right, that was it. Final question. Thank you guys. If you have a question for next week, please leave it down below. And now it is time for a secret hashtag of the day. If you watch this whole video, like Mr. LD, all the way to the end, you know that we got a secret hashtag that we're going to throw out here for you guys. And if you type it with your comment or question or by itself below, we know you're a legend. And you know you're a legend. And everyone else who's a legend also knows you're a legend. Equal legend status. So
yeah.
Secret hashtag of the day today is Dimebag Darrell.
Yes.
Because yesterday was the anniversary of his passing, which
his
I thought
violent
was
passing.
It was. It was a murder. He was killed.
Yeah.
That was yesterday, and I remember vividly the day that happened and how I felt. And it was Ask RNA number 333, which a lot of his Washburn guitars they were called. It was the 333, the Washburn 333. So I thought, well, that is so weird. Yesterday is the day that Dime passed, anniversary. It's Ask RNA episode 333. So it's going to be hashtag Dimebag Darrell.
There you go.
That's my salute to Dime. And yeah, leave that with your comment below, and we'll know that you're a legend. And until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
And you need the music.
We need to keep it alive for the next generation.
That's right.
And is there anything else? What do we say after that?
Have a great week.
Yeah, it's almost Christmas time.
It is.
So excited.
And his birthday.
Oh yeah, my birthday is next week.
Yes, but we'll have an Ask RNA or during that time. So we'll bring that.
Next week's my birthday. I'll be 27 years old.
Yeah.
Sweet. So excited.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to me.
Mm-hmm. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.